Hello my dear students, welcome to your science class. Here is part 3 for you, and in this particular part we are going to see about plastics. What are the characteristics of plastic, what is biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials, and how these plastics are having its effect on environment, and how we can be fiber wise. Okay, so plastic is a material which can be molded or formed into different shapes. If any material is there which you can mold again and again and form into different shapes, most probably again and again, then that will be termed as plastics. Okay, plastic means that we can change its shape on our desired you can say. So whenever required we can change its shape, we can make another things, so that particular thing will be termed as plastic. Even it is a dub of floor, so that is also possible. Even it is molten glass, so these can be termed as plastic at a time when they are able when we are able to mold them into various shapes. Okay, so if you think if you try to find out what are the sources from which we can make plastics, so you will find out that crude oil is the major source by which we can make plastics. Okay, and again it is going to be polymer like synthetic fiber was, and other fibers like synthetic fiber and natural fiber, like they were from polymer. I have given example how cellulose is polymer of glucose, and how other cellulose units comes together and forms the cotton. Okay, in the same way plastic is also polymer. All plastic do not have same type of arrangements that make them unique from each other. Okay, some may be linear or some may be cross linked, and plastic can be recycled, reused, colored, melted, rolled into sheets and made into wire. So these all are possible, which makes the plastic unique. Okay, that increases its usability. So based on the its reaction to the heat, we can classify plastic into two types. One is thermoplastic and another type is thermosetting plastics. Let's see what these plastics are. So when we talk about thermoplastics, so plastic which get deformed easily on heating and can be bent easily are known as thermoplastics. So what are the examples? Polythene, or this is also named as polyethylene. Then PVC, this is known as polyvinyl chloride. Again I am saying polyvinyl chloride. Then polystyrene, perspex, and Teflon. This is also known as, chemical name is PTFE, polytetrafluoroethylene. Okay, Teflon is marketed, this is market name and this is chemical name. Okay, now thermosetting plastics. So these plastics are comparatively hard. Okay, so plastic which when molded once cannot be softened on heating. So once they are in particular shape, they will be very hard. So for examples are bakelite, formica and melamine. So these are the example of thermosetting plastic. Here you can see all these materials, these side materials, they are example of thermosetting plastic. You may have felt how hard it is, this switch. Okay, and here on this side this is wire, and this cane you are seeing, this is made up of plastics. So this is made of thermoplastic, and here these materials are made up of thermosetting plastics. So what are the main characteristics? So plastic is non-reactive. Okay, plastic is light, strong and durable. So these are their qualities. Plastic is poor conductor, it is inflammable. When there is fire, it will catch fire very easily. It is waterproof and insoluble in water. That's why we can use as a raincoat and other things to protect ourselves from rain. So these are some better qualities of plastics, except these inflammability and other things. Okay, now the thing comes, what is considered as biodegradable and what will be considered as non-biodegradable materials. So all those materials which can be decomposed with the help of living things, okay, which can be decomposed easily by natural process are termed as biodegradable things, and all other things which can't be degrade or which can't be decomposed naturally is known as non-biodegradable materials. So let's see what are the examples. Biodegradable: peels of fruits and vegetables, paper, leftover food, cotton cloths, wood, woolen cloths. All these materials are biodegradable. What are not biodegradable? Major plastic, tin, aluminium and other metals like. So these are non-biodegradable. Now we are going to see how these plastics are harmful for environment. What is the effect of plastic on the environment? So since it is not biodegradable, that's why it is not environment friendly. Okay, it causes pollution. If you try to burn this material, they will very slow in burning, but even after burning you will get lots of poisonous fume into the atmosphere, and that is the major cause of pollution when we are going to burn the plastics. So how we can follow certain rules and we can save our environment? So we need to refuse. Refuse means what? We try to avoid using plastic or any material which is made up of plastic. Suppose if there is no chance of avoiding, most of the time we are bound to use that material, so we need to use those materials in a very minimal amount, very less amount. Okay, and when we are using that material, we need to use and use and use. We need to reuse again and again if possible. Okay, and after reusing we need to recycle, and even after recycling there is something which can't be recycled, we need to recover. So there are always chances of recovering of that leftover plastics. We can make them into fuels, we can convert into various other things which can be used. Okay, so that way we can recover plastics also. So we need to develop certain habits which are environment friendly. So what are these certain habits and how we can be fiber wise? So we do not throw, we should not throw plastic bag into water bodies or on roadside. Okay, we need to try, whenever we are going outside to buy something, we need to carry cotton bag or jute bag. So whenever it is possible, we need to keep bags with us, okay, which is not going to be a plastic material. Okay, and try to minimize using materials which are made up of plastics. So for example, what we can do, instead of using lunch box of plastic, we can go for steel lunch box. So this is very common. This will go with the water bottle also. Try to use water bottle metal made up of metals. So that will make you fiber wise, that will make you eco friendly. So that's all. Now what you have to do, you have to make a concept map which must show that what is plastic and what are its type and what are the characteristics of a plastic. Okay, so that's all. These are the resources. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai